Kay and Tay have officially broken court orders and shown their eldest daughter on their monetized TikTok platform. And they're trying to use the loophole to get out of any type of accountability and consequences. And we're going to talk about it. Let's go, guys. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into influencer culture and call influencers out for their crappy behaviors. I'm Sasha, and like I said, today we're going to be discussing once again Kay and Tay because recently they have created a beautiful family photo wall, and when they do the grand reveal, you can see pictures of their eldest daughter with her face unblurred. This goes against the court orders that were set out by her father, who does not want her posted online. Now, people are speculating maybe Kay, little Kay, wants to be in the content more. Maybe she wants to be involved more, which I'm hard-pressed to believe is the truth. But regardless, it's not her choice. She's still a minor. It is still her parents' choice. And her father says that it's not acceptable to do so. And up until this point, she's never wanted to be in content. She's wanted her privacy. So I have a hard time believing that, especially at her age as a preteen, young teenager, she would all of a sudden be, yeah, let's go, let's be raring to go, when she was firm against it for so long. So over here on Reddit is the video that they showed. Obviously, I'm not going to show you guys the video because I'm going to respect little Kay's privacy that her father wishes she has, and also I believe she wishes she has. It says here, gross couple, and you can see the photos in the background here, and there's 2 pictures of little Kay's face posted, and obviously these are blurred out on Reddit because Reddit takes more care to protect the privacy of these children than their own parents do. Go figure. Now, them showing little Kay is one thing, and the way they're trying to go about it is by saying, oh, well, this picture's been unblurred on Kay's Instagram page since 2023. Which I understand the court order says that it's on monetized pages, but if you were actually a decent human being who wasn't exploiting your children, I'm pretty sure you would leave her off of the unmonetized page as well. You know, on Instagram, Kay still has a pretty hefty following, I'm pretty sure. We can go over and take a look quickly now. Also, I'm still kind of sick, guys, so if I sound congested at all, that is why. She has 1.4 million followers on Instagram right now. That is unhinged. And you're going to sit here and be like, oh, well, it's been unblurred on my Instagram for 1.4 million followers. By those statistics, there are tens of thousands of predators that follow Kay. Tens of thousands for her children or for her creepy fetish content. So anyway, if we go back to this Reddit post here and take a look at some of the comments, they are just weirdly parasocial and obsessive with these children. Wait, yes, first time I've seen little Kay. She's so pretty. We finally get to see little Kay. Little Kay is her mama's twin. They showed little Kay's face. And then here you go. They replied, it's a picture that's been posted on Kay's IG since 2023. That's not an excuse to then post it on your monetized page. It's honestly so disturbing how many comments about finally seeing little Kay. Like, what are y'all gonna do if E and S get bigger and decide they don't want to be in videos for a while? They showed little Kay's face. She's so pretty. Little Kay is so gorgeous. And here you go, you have a stand coming to their defense here. For anyone asking in the comments, he said it was little Kay approved. So it might also mean she's comfortable being seen here in this video. And they already mentioned before that she allows it if they are professionally taken photos, but they will re-upload in case the other meaning that little Kay only approved the photo to be in the hallway and her face still not shown on social media. Little Kay looks like Kay so much, especially her eyes. Pictures look great. Little K looks so much like K. And then someone said, you forgot to blur little K's face here. And I really truly feel like they did this on purpose, because otherwise, why would you randomly just show her face? It's for engagement. This is exactly why they showed it and what they expected to happen. There's so much more engagement on this video just because they showed little K's face. It's not okay. The top comments when they post K for a glimpse, only a few hours too. They need to stop. I feel they are just teasing the predators now. I agree. Kira from OK Baby stopped showing her kids and then started showing them again. She had the weirdest comments on the post. Weird. People were stating, I missed seeing the kids, and were thanking her for showing the kids. Strangers on the internet. It made me physically ill. Yeah, that's a whole nother ballgame that we need to dip into, because Kira is also showing her kids on social media again. And it's so telling, because it's like, wow, your views must really be hurting if the last thing you need to resort to is showing children that you're not supposed to show online. That's disgusting. Everyone is obsessed with Lil K. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, why does Tay's photo look like a mugshot face? Let's go back and take a peek, shall we? It totally does. He does not look impressed holding his newborn baby. This just pisses me off. Mr. Grossness knew what he was doing when he posted that video. They must be low on clicks while being away. It seems that they go to his families. They always upload pre-recorded videos and ads. His family must put their foot down with the camera being stuck in their faces constantly. This was my thought exactly, probably. So here's another one. Your oldest daughter's face is visible. You forgot to blur it out. The picture has been posted unblurred since 2023. No, they didn't. It's on their page. And she's a copy-paste of her mom. So again, they're trying to find this random loophole to skirt the rules. I don't care if it's been posted on your Instagram for 1.4 million people, tens of thousands of predators, since 2023. That doesn't make it okay, and it doesn't make it okay to bring it over to a monetized TikTok when the court orders say she's not allowed to be posted on monetized pages. Regardless of if it's posted elsewhere, you are not supposed to be making money off of this child. This child does not exist to line your greedy pockets. Period. Point blank. Full freaking stop. It's disgusting. They are too busy bragging about a loophole to see all the creepy comments being posted by adults for this poor child. This is disgusting. He's straight up lying though. The one where they are in the black outfits are from the maternity photo shoot where Kay is pregnant with S, and they posted with Kay's face blurred on the Instagram, yet he's shown it in the story and video unblurred, so it's not from 2023. Exactly. Why would they make a video showcasing them hanging old photos? Exactly. Like, it doesn't make sense. But obviously their followers aren't going to go and do that extra super sleuthing, which is disgusting, for them to just sit there and blatantly lie. And you don't think that family is going to see these lies and also be like, hey, like, that's what are you doing? That's not okay. That's not cool. Why are you posting her face? With all the photo shoots they have, they're going to run out of wall space in the container rather quick. I don't get why they make a big deal out of hanging old photos. They love to look at themselves. Literally so gross. I think the court said she can't be posted on the monetary K&Tay official account. And then they actually do this. WTF. They must not include OG in their new photo shoot with the babies since they don't have a recent picture of her. This couple is obsessed with themselves. I can't stand how she pretends she has no idea what's going on in her own home. That he does all of this work and she does nothing, doesn't lift a damn finger, and then everything's got to be a surprise when he had to be walking by her making noise the entire time doing this craft project. But she's got to be surprised by everything. I swear, Kay's bio dad said they weren't allowed to show her for her safety. Like, if they lied about how much they earn to give him less child support, barely see the kid, and use her for content to make more money. And they think they're great parents. Bio dad needs to take them back to court for more child support and to say that little K isn't allowed to be posted anywhere at all, period. Monetized, not monetized. Kay's Instagram account, monetized or not, has 1.4 million followers. That is an insane amount of followers to be posting little children to, especially one that's not supposed to be posted on the internet. For her own safety. People clamoring to see pics of a child is disturbing. Agreed. They knew what they were doing and what the comments would focus on. Disgusting. As for the commenters, this is why kids shouldn't be posted on the internet. Yes. Why are strangers so into looking at other people's kids? I've seen people get upset when creators stop showing their kids. Like, it's not your kid. This is so odd. We finally get to see her as if it's some type of life goal. Such weird behavior from everyone. Society needs to chill with these parasocial relationships. Very, very well said. Stinky angels. Very well said. Agreed completely. But of course, Tweedledee and Tweedledum don't see any red flags with the creepy comments. They don't care. The money is more important to them. They've made that evidently clear repeatedly on their time on social media. They are literally giving predators content and they are happy about it because it brings them money. Exactly. And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Full stop. It's always about the money. The money is always more important than the safety and well-being of their children, which is absolutely unhinged and disgusting. So the other thing I want to touch on really quickly, that was the first really big important thing that I wanted to touch on because it's just gross. Why are you showing her? Why are you trying to skirt the rules and find these tiny little loopholes just to post her on social media? It's gross. And you guys look like a-holes. But Mickey doesn't look like an a-hole. He's so pretty. So then the next thing I want to talk about quickly is the birthday party that they throw for their 2-year-old. It was this massive birthday party. It must have cost them thousands upon thousands of dollars. And people are really divided. Kind of. I want you guys to let me know what you guys think. Do you think that, hey, if you have the money, go do it? Or do you think that this is just over the top and disgusting? So there's one school of thought saying, you know what? It's their money. They can do what they want with it. Kay and Tay are trying to claim, think about all the small businesses we helped out by paying for this and gave them their Christmas and blah, 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 blah. But there's a lot of people who are calling them out on their overconsumption bullshit, especially for a 2-year-old's birthday party. So here you go. Followers calling them out for their gluttony, and Kay and Tay tell a struggling mom to use that brain. Yet most of us are struggling to buy Christmas gifts, but cool, good for her. And they replied, think for a second about the Christmas gifts we just bought for the families of the local businesses who we paid to put this party together. Use that brain. You are so condescending and disgusting. You are talking down to the people that are supporting you. And people have a right to be like, hey, we're struggling out here and this is not relatable content anymore. It's a really weird ebb and flow with influencer culture right now, and we're kind of going back to where people are really over seeing stuff like this. It's like the Churkos throwing the world's biggest gender reveal party and stuff like that. All of this over-the-top, overconsumption BS that is running rampant across social media. It is such a problem right now. Not only are people comparing themselves to the influencers and will never be able to measure up, which I want to say first and foremost, don't. The birthday party you throw for your babies is going to be so much better than the one they threw for theirs because you are going to be present, you're going to be with them, you're going to have fun, and that is what the kid truly cherishes. It's that time together with mom and dad and their siblings and their friends. It's not about the money for children unless you're raising children to think that it's all about the money, right? So again, here's the other side of the coin. Y'all are hating. Well, if I had the money, I would do this too. It's super cute. I love that they are able to do nice things for all their daughters. We need to, and then here, this is a good point. We need to stop normalizing this, especially in this economy when parents can't even feed their children. Think of all the small businesses we supported, feeding their families. Think bigger next time. It's just unfortunate to watch stuff that is so unrelatable. And then someone responded, what's wrong with some people going all out for their kids? Good for them that they are blessed to do this for their families. I wish I could, but I'm not here complaining. I'm quite happy. And that's not the point. That's not the point of this. It's good that you're happy, but normalizing this level of behavior I agree. We shouldn't be normalizing these kinds of parties for toddlers because 97% of the population will never be able to do this for their children. They will never be able to even come close to throwing a party like this for their children, especially their young toddler children. And the problem is that influencers are the people that we see throwing these parties. It's the stuff that gets forced into our eyeballs. So it becomes this whole normalization process. It becomes this keeping up with the Joneses. And it's encouraging this level of overconsumption that's just disgusting. Again, most people can't afford to feed their families nowadays. So watching an influencer throw a party like this is just, it feels so out of touch with reality. And I understand them saying, oh, well, we're supporting small businesses. Imagine all the people we fed. Imagine all the families we helped by supporting the small businesses. And it's like, yeah, fair, okay. But there's something to be said about a little bit of modesty. What does he do for work? How does he afford everything? Firmware engineering. Does he still work? I don't feel like he still works. I love you guys, but dang, what a way to wave the cash you got in everyone's faces. Just supporting local small businesses in the party space. That's not true. This is a flex of money. She is so right saying that. And they're just grifting on this. We're just supporting local small businesses. We're just supporting. I wonder who gave them the idea. It was probably Reddit that gave them the idea to like grift on the we're supporting local businesses. Because no, nobody believes you, and nobody believes that your intention was to support the small businesses by throwing this party. The intention to throw this party was to seem like the biggest, bestest, over-the-top birthday bash for their daughter. And again, if you can, yes, you should throw a nice party for your child, or take them to like a trampoline park, or take them, whatever, do something special. But going so over the top, buying $8,000 worth of balloons and these big giant lights that spell out her name and all the things, it's like, that's too far. What are you going to do? Because it's all just going to go in the garbage after. All of those balloons are going to the landfill. Those giant light up letters, those are probably all going in the garbage unless they save them for next year. But you can't use the Tui again. You can use Ellie again, So it's just, no, you're not supporting local small businesses. You wanted to do this big over the top birthday bash to flex your money. Just say it like it is. Here's a supportive comment. The comments, they are just not it. Just celebrate a child's birthday and enjoy the joy of a party. It's not their fault people cannot afford this. Maybe if you saved up for the year and put money aside every month, you would be able to do this. What an out of touch, disgusting comment to make. This birthday party probably cost them $10,000. You think people have hundreds of dollars at the end of the month to put aside to do a birthday bash like this? This is not something that anyone other than an extremely wealthy viral influencer will be able to afford ever. I never see these overindulgent people do angel trees or anything. That's true. Did Kay and Tay do an angel tree? Probably not, but let's go spend tens of thousands of dollars. But don't worry, they supported all the local small businesses. So that's enough. I had to make a cake for my kid's B-day. I can't imagine this much money. Totally lost feeling and connecting with the real world thanks to the audience. Low-key kind of crazy party for someone too young to remember anything. True, but at that age, it's more the parents celebrating the baby's life. Absolutely. Plus, I love looking at the pictures of my parties when I was little. Okay. And then the jealousy in this comments is shocking. Again, it's not jealousy. Maybe it is jealousy. Maybe it is a little bit of envy. But for the most part, it's just stating how unrelatable this is and what's going to end up happening if they keep doing this, because they're going to have to keep doing this. It's going to have to keep the one-upping. And when kids are no longer able to be monetized, when TikTok finally goes away, when YouTube finally cracks down and says no more monetizing kids on our platform, These people are going to crash and burn because they will have nothing. They will have no content left and their money is going to dwindle. So when their newborn turns 2 and gets a box cake for her birthday and, 3 balloons that mom and dad blew up because, again, mom's so sick, she can't do anything but sit on the couch and cry and act surprised about the stuff, then people will realize how disgusting overconsumption stuff like this really, really is. Oh my gosh, my sweater is so full of cat hair, I just noticed. But ultimately, like I said, what do you guys think? What school of thought are you on? I'm in the school of thought that if you have the money, you should give your kids a cool birthday party. But going so over the top and spending tens of thousands of dollars, even thousands of dollars on a toddler's birthday party, I think it's just a way to flex money, or honestly, it's for tax reasons. That's the reason they spent so much money on this and filmed it, because they get to write every single one of those expenses off so Kay can continue to pay only $150 in child support for her firstborn daughter. That's why they do stuff like this. Don't get it twisted. It's for tax purposes. It's so they show less money. It's so they can write it all off and pretend that they don't make any money when they're literally sitting here flexing all this money. That honestly shouldn't be allowed. This should all be taken into consideration when looking at their assets, when looking at how much money they make, not just how much money they show, how much money they actually make. Because just because they get to spend $10,000 on a birthday, allegedly, I don't know how much they spent on this birthday party. It was thousands of dollars. We know that. I don't know if it was $10,000. But to be able to spend $10,000 while barely making like the lowest bare minimum child support payment is gross. And don't forget that, everyone. $150 for a child who lives full-time with another parent because she only shows that she makes $50K a year or something silly like that. Look at this. These birthday parties are a prime example of how much money they truly make. And for them to be there sitting in this level of disgusting deception and only paying so little, and now using her on their monetized page for engagement is literally, I didn't think they could sink any lower. I mean, I did, because it's Kay and Tay, and they've proven repeatedly that they are terrible people who will stop at nothing to make money and exploit their children. But it really enrages me that they refuse to support their eldest daughter, and yet they do stuff like this. They go on trips constantly. They are swimming in more money than they can even fathom, and they refuse to pay more than $150 in child support. It's such disgusting behavior. It's honestly just It grinds my gears.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Not so much like the birthday party, throwing it versus not throwing it. Again, I think the overconsumption is unhinged and out of hand, but whatever, they have the money. Although, again, out of touch, unhinged. But the fact that they're throwing these kinds of very, very expensive birthday parties while also barely paying any child support for their daughter, that's what grinds my gears to no end. But that's what I have. This was kind of just a quick update because I saw that they showed little Kay's face, and these people can't slip through the cracks with their deceptive behavior, playing this perfect couple, this perfect family, when they are doing shady stuff behind the scenes. We need to keep talking about them and keep holding these people accountable, because it's not okay what they're doing. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Sorry, I know I'm still congested. I can still hear it. But I hope you guys are having a lovely day wherever you are in the world. Please don't forget to like and subscribe before you head out. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.